We're not just going to talk about building big arms. We're going to embark on an illuminating journey that unravels the intricate science behind muscle growth, specifically targeting those coveted biceps and triceps. We'll demystify the often confusing world of exercise physiology, nutrition, and recovery, providing you with a comprehensive, actionable roadmap. By the end of this deep dive, you'll possess the knowledge and understanding to transform your arm development, not just with temporary gains, but with sustainable, impressive, and truly impactful results. Prepare to unlock the true potential hidden within your own physique. The quest for colossal arms often begins with a singular, often misguided, focus: endless bicep curls. While the biceps undeniably play a role in arm aesthetics, they are, in fact, only a fraction of the story. The true titans of upper arm mass are your triceps, comprising roughly 2/3 of your upper arm's total volume. Imagine trying to inflate a balloon by only blowing into one tiny corner. It simply won't yield the desired effect. To achieve monumental arm growth, a holistic approach that equally emphasizes both the biceps and triceps, while also acknowledging the crucial role of supporting musculature, is paramount. This foundational understanding is where we begin our exploration. Let's dissect the anatomy first, not in a dry, academic sense, but in a way that illuminates function and potential. Your biceps brachii, the muscle group most commonly associated with flexing, actually consist of two heads, the long head and the short head. While both contribute to elbow flexion and forearm supination, subtle variations in exercise execution can preferentially target one over the other. The long head, for instance, is more effectively engaged when the arm is positioned behind the body, such as in incline curls. Conversely, the short head receives more emphasis when the arm is in front of the body, as seen in preacher curls. Understanding these nuances allows for a more targeted and effective training stimulus. Then, there are the triceps brachii, the powerhouse of the upper arm, composed of three heads: the long head, the medial head, and the lateral head. The long head is unique among the three in that it originates on the scapula, making it a biarticular muscle, meaning it crosses two joints, shoulder and elbow. This anatomical detail is crucial. Exercises that involve overhead movements, such as overhead triceps extensions, stretch the long head, thereby placing it under greater tension and stimulating more growth. The medial and lateral heads, while originating on the humerus, also respond to various angles and grips. Close grip bench presses, for example, heavily recruit the lateral head, while traditional triceps pushdowns with an overhand grip can target the medial head effectively. The secret, therefore, lies not in just doing triceps exercises, but in strategically selecting movements that hit all three heads from various angles, ensuring complete development. Beyond the prime movers, it's a critical oversight to neglect the smaller, yet significant, supporting muscles. The brachialis, often overshadowed by the biceps, is a pure elbow flexor that lies beneath the biceps. Developing the brachialis can actually push up the biceps, contributing to a thicker, more imposing arm appearance. Hammer curls, where the grip is neutral, palms facing each other, are excellent for targeting the brachialis. Similarly, the brachioradialis, a muscle of the forearm that also contributes to elbow flexion, adds to the overall mass and taper of the arm. Reverse curls and pronated grip movements effectively engage this often underestimated muscle. The twist here is that by building these supporting actors, you not only enhance the aesthetic of your arms but also improve their functional strength, leading to greater stability and potential for heavier lifts in compound movements. This interconnectedness is a profound realization for anyone serious about arm development. Now, let's delve into the actual training methodologies. The principle of progressive overload is the undisputed king of muscle growth. It dictates that for muscles to grow, they must be continually challenged with increasing resistance, volume, or intensity over time. This isn't about simply lifting more weight every single session, which is often unsustainable and can lead to injury. Instead, it encompasses a spectrum of strategies: increasing the weight, performing more repetitions with the same weight, adding more sets, decreasing rest times between sets, or even improving your lifting technique to better isolate the target muscle. The magic lies in consistent, incremental challenges that force your body to adapt and grow. Without progressive overload, your muscles have no reason to get bigger or stronger, they simply maintain their current state. Volume, often defined as the total number of sets and repetitions performed, is another crucial variable. For arm development, a moderate to high volume is generally recommended. This doesn't mean endless sets of every exercise. Instead, it suggests hitting each muscle group, biceps and triceps, with a sufficient number of working sets per week, typically ranging from 10 to 20 sets, depending on your training experience and recovery capabilities. Spreading this volume across multiple training days can be more effective than cramming it all into one session, as it allows for greater recovery and fresh muscle stimulation. Imagine trying to water a plant with a massive gush of water once a week versus consistent, moderate watering every few days. The latter promotes healthier, more consistent growth. Intensity, referring to how close to muscular failure you train, also plays a pivotal role. While training to absolute failure on every set isn't always necessary or even advisable, consistently pushing yourself close to failure, leaving perhaps 1-3 repetitions in reserve, ensures a strong growth stimulus. This doesn't mean sloppy form. Impeccable technique must always take precedence. The payoff for intelligent intensity is the recruitment of a greater number of muscle fibers, particularly the fast-twitch fibers, which have the greatest potential for hypertrophy. Frequency, or how often you train a particular muscle group, is another piece of the puzzle. For optimal arm growth, training biceps and triceps 2-3 times per week often yields superior results compared to just once a week. This allows for more frequent protein synthesis spikes and muscle repair, leading to a more consistent growth signal. However, adequate recovery between sessions is non-negotiable. Overtraining can be just as detrimental as undertraining. Let's now unveil specific, highly effective exercises. For biceps, the barbell curl remains a foundational movement, allowing for heavy loads and significant muscle activation. However, variations are key. Incline dumbbell curls, by stretching the long head of the biceps, offer a unique stimulus. Preacher curls, with their fixed arm position, minimize momentum and maximize isolation of the short head. Concentration curls, performed seated with the elbow resting on the inner thigh, emphasize the peak of the biceps and force a strict contraction. The intelligent twist here is to integrate a variety of these movements into your routine, not just sticking to one or two, to ensure comprehensive development of both bicep heads and the brachialis. For triceps, the choices are equally diverse and impactful. Close grip bench press is a compound powerhouse that allows you to move significant weight, heavily recruiting all 3 triceps heads. Overhead dumbbell or barbell extensions, by placing the long head under a stretched position, are indispensable for overall triceps mass, particularly the horseshoe shape. Triceps pushdowns, with various grip attachments, rope, V-bar, straight bar, offer excellent isolation and allow for high repetition work to chase a powerful pump. Dips, particularly weighted dips, are another incredible compound movement for triceps and chest development. The payoff of mastering these movements and understanding their unique benefits is a set of triceps that truly dominate your upper arm. The often overlooked secret to maximizing every repetition, the kind of insight that separates the merely active from the truly effective, is the mind-muscle connection. This isn't some esoteric concept. It's the conscious effort to feel the target muscle working throughout the entire range of motion, from the stretch at the bottom to the peak contraction at the top. For instance, during a bicep curl, instead of just lifting the weight, actively focus on squeezing your bicep at the top of the movement and feeling the stretch as you lower the weight slowly and controlled. This heightened awareness enhances muscle fiber recruitment and leads to a more potent growth stimulus, proving that it's not just about moving the weight, but how you move it. Beyond the gym, the nutritional landscape is just as critical, if not more so, for building substantial muscle. You can train with the intensity of a titan, but without the right fuel, your efforts will be largely in vain. Protein is the cornerstone of muscle repair and growth. Aim for approximately 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. This protein should come from a variety of sources, including lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy, and plant-based options like legumes and tofu. Think of protein as the bricks for your muscle house. Without enough bricks, you can't build a strong structure. Carbohydrates, far from being the enemy, are your body's primary fuel source, especially for intense training. They replenish glycogen stores in your muscles, providing the energy needed to push through challenging workouts. Focus on complex carbohydrates like whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, which provide sustained energy and essential micronutrients. Imagine carbs as the high-octane fuel for your training engine. Without them, performance will suffer, and muscle growth will be compromised. Healthy fats are vital for hormone production, nutrient absorption, and overall health. Include sources like avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil in your diet. These fats play a supportive role in creating an anabolic environment conducive to muscle growth. The intelligent payoff here is that by embracing all macronutrients in their correct proportions, you're not just fueling your workouts, but optimizing your entire physiological system for maximum growth and recovery. Hydration is another often neglected component. Water plays a crucial role in nutrient transport, metabolic processes, and maintaining cell volume. Even mild dehydration can impair performance and recovery. Aim for at least 3-4 liters of water daily, more if you're training intensely or in a hot environment. Think of your cells as balloons. Well-hydrated cells are plump and ready for growth, whereas dehydrated cells are shriveled and inefficient. Now, let's talk about the unsung hero of muscle growth, recovery. This is where the magic truly happens. Training provides the stimulus, but it's during rest that your muscles repair, rebuild, and grow stronger. Sleep is paramount. Aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep per night. During deep sleep stages, your body releases growth hormone, a powerful anabolic hormone that aids in muscle repair. Inadequate sleep can elevate cortisol levels, a catabolic hormone that breaks down muscle tissue, directly sabotaging your efforts. The twist here is that more isn't always better. Pushing yourself relentlessly without adequate recovery is a surefire way to plateau and even regress. Learning to listen to your body and prioritize rest is a mark of true training intelligence. Active recovery, such as light stretching, foam rolling, or low-intensity cardio, can also aid in blood flow and reduce muscle soreness, facilitating faster recovery. Don't underestimate the power of deload weeks, where you intentionally reduce your training volume and intensity. This allows your body to fully recover, adapt, and come back stronger, preventing burnout and overuse injuries. It's a strategic retreat that often leads to a more powerful forward surge. The psychological aspect of building big arms, and indeed any significant physical transformation, cannot be overstated. Consistency is the bedrock. There will be days when motivation wanes, when progress feels slow, or when life throws unexpected curveballs. The ability to show up, even on those challenging days, and execute your plan with discipline, is what truly separates those who achieve their goals from those who merely dream about them. Embrace the journey, celebrate small victories, and view setbacks not as failures but as opportunities for learning and adjustment. Patience is another virtue. Muscle growth is a gradual process. It doesn't happen overnight, or even over a few weeks. It requires sustained effort over months and even years. Avoid the temptation of quick fixes and unrealistic expectations. Focus on the process, and the results will inevitably follow. The payoff for this patience is not just bigger arms, but a profound understanding of your own resilience and the incredible capacity of your body to adapt and transform. Finally, the intelligent use of twists. What if the very exercises you've been avoiding are the ones holding the key to unlocking new growth? For many, the focus is solely on isolation movements for arms. However, the unexpected twist is the profound impact of compound movements like pull-ups, rows, and presses on arm development. While not direct arm exercises, these movements heavily engage the biceps and triceps as synergistic muscles, allowing you to lift heavier weights and stimulate a much greater systemic growth response. A heavy set of weighted pull-ups, for example, is an incredible bicep builder, and substantial overhead presses will undeniably contribute to powerful triceps. By integrating these larger, more demanding exercises into your routine, you create a holistic growth environment that transcends mere isolation, leading to truly impressive and functional arm size. This is the payoff for thinking beyond the obvious, for understanding that the entire body works as an interconnected system. Remember, The journey to building impressive arms is not merely about aesthetics, it's about cultivating discipline, understanding your body, and embracing a lifestyle of continuous improvement. The power to transform your physique, to sculpt the arms you've always envisioned, lies not in some external secret, but within your own commitment and the application of these scientifically proven principles. So, are you ready to stop dreaming and start doing? The information is at your fingertips, the path is clear. Now, it's up to you to take the first step, to embrace the challenge, and to consistently apply these principles. The reward isn't just a bigger bicep or a more defined tricep. It's the undeniable confidence that comes from building something significant, something truly powerful, with your own two hands. The journey to building truly powerful arms is a testament to the fact that consistency, intelligence, and unwavering dedication always pay off, not just in the gym, but in every endeavor of life.